Hello, welcome to Meanwhile in the Falklands, the podcast on the run yet again. Look at this.
Woo!
Yeah.
Busy journalists is what we're doing.
From the office again.
Gun and run, news and run, we are, aren't we?
Yeah, we're on the ground.
So, beautiful day here in the Falkland Islands in Stanley. A little bit cloudy over there, actually. So, you predicted snow, didn't you, Hannah?
I thought it was going to snow yesterday, but actually it's turned out to be a lovely day. Sun is shining, which is what we like.
Hannah was all doom and gloom the other day. She was absolutely swearing blind it was going to chuck it with snow, and it hasn't. It's like beach weather.
It is. It's perfect. Tanning weather.
Right, sitting in the back is Katharyn.
Hello, I'm in the back. I've returned.
Proof of life for your mum, look.
Oh yes, I am alive. I've just got back from holiday, which is why I wasn't on the news this week,
Yeah,
Mum.
you were totally off the grid there, weren't you?
It was fantastic. I went to Saunders.
Hang on, let me just swap hands with the microphone. And because I'm juggling a cup of coffee in our new FITV mugs.
Woohoo!
Okay, there we go.
No, right. So I was at Saunders for 4 days at the Neck, which was lovely. It was a little bit windy, but it was okay. It was quite sunny, so I think for the time of year, the weather we had was the best we could have hoped for. So that was really nice. Saw some dolphins.
I think you did really well there.
Yeah.
It was nice weather here.
It was fantastic, and so we had sat one day on the beach watching dolphins playing in the surf, which was really fun, and did a 17-kilometre walk up to see the elephant seals. Sat and watched some rock hoppers. It was really nice. Had a great time.
Good. So that was Saunders Island. Well worth going to, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I would recommend.
So we're just going down Philomel Street, which is why we're just a little bit rocky. And
Bumpy.
The coffee is going everywhere.
The coffee. Well, we've got these smart new FITV mugs now.
Thanks to a special shop that we're not going to say the
There we
name
are.
of.
Pod gift shop. Sibby,
Plug.
we love your mugs. So we've all got these mugs now with lids on. So
Not your drugs.
I'm holding Hannah's coffee. I didn't realise the lid was open, and that's why it spilt out on the top.
Okay.
Sorry, Hannah.
Woo. So over the bumps along the West Store.
We're off to see a special person now.
What's happened this week? Well, last week, listener, of course, we had the FIC students with us on work experience. They were good.
They
did
were
well,
really
didn't they?
good. They did a very good job. It's strange because the office this week has been so quiet without Katharyn as well. Going from lots of bustling children to all of a sudden empty.
Yeah, been a bit quiet. Empty nest we've had, haven't we, this week? They did a production of The Last Witch on Saturday, which was very, very good. We are now just pulling up to the Malvina House Hotel, and we will tell you why in a minute. So, listener, as you can hear from the wind that's out here. Good grief. Well, I hope you can pick this up. It's very windy today, and we're just on the grass in front of the Malvina House Hotel because we're going to go and visit a very special person who's in quarantine. And hopefully you'll be able to hear him when I reach this out, because we've got to stay 2 metres away from him. Say hello to the listener.
Hello everyone. How's it going?
So he's 2 metres away. It sounds like he's like 4 miles away. This is Johnny Burke. He's the new FITV member. Do you want to tell the listener a little bit about you? And if we can't hear you, I'll just fade it out.
Yeah, so I'll try and reach the microphone. So yeah, I'm Johnny. Nice to meet everyone virtually. I'm currently in the quarantine at the moment. I think I'm about 7 days in or so. But yeah, I'm 23. I'm from Nottingham. I graduated last summer from the University of Leeds. I'm really excited to be in the Falklands, and actually, once I'm out of the hotel, actually see a bit more of the islands, really.
And to Jacqueline Burke, he's alive and well,
Yeah.
if she's listening.
Listener. Have you seen anything in the harbour recently?
The first day I actually saw a dolphin. We've seen a few big birds. I think they're called turkey vultures, I've been told. But apart from that, no, it's been similar sort of views, amazing views, but similar view for me, because obviously I haven't been able to explore too much. But
You've had some good weather though,
really
haven't
nice
you?
weather. Really
yeah,
nice weather.
good weather for.
Sorry, listeners may have heard that noise, which is the sound of freedom. One of the typhoons going over, but can't actually spot it at the moment. It'll be here
And
somewhere.
now we're looking up.
Yeah.
For the benefit of the tape, we're all looking at the sky right now.
It's quite breezy. You can see that it's like over 25 knots because there's
White horses.
white horses. I do like these podcasts on the run, don't you?
Yeah, I think they're quite fun. It's quite interesting going out and about, seeing different things.
So we just stopped off at Shaw because Hannah's going to sort out an internet package. So we're sitting in the car. Actually, I think there is still a oh God, what's it called? A webcam here somewhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Shaw have got a couple of webcams knocking around. It does this live feed or a time lapse feed of
Of who's outside Shore?
No, I think it's like over some. I don't know where it is actually.
Cool.
Although, having said that, it might have got burnt in that massive fire.
Yeah,
that
the
was last...
gorse is still burnt. We can see it.
Yeah.
Because that happened just before. I say just before I arrived. The start of the year that I arrived.
It was basically just over a year ago. Yeah, just over a
Yeah,
year
start
ago.
2020, wasn't it?
I can't remember what started it. Can you?
No, I wasn't here, so I've only seen the gorse just as the burnt ashes of the gorse, and everyone's saying the gorse is still there.
Yeah.
But I've never found out what started it.
Anyway, so it's April, and last
Already?
weekend.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Last week we had the half marathon. Now the Cape Pembroke half marathon is usually in February, and then the Standard Chartered Stanley Marathon is in March. Obviously, that's not going ahead this year.
Why isn't it going ahead this year?
Oh, because of the global pandemic, everything's stopped.
Oh, but I'm surprised that the marathon wasn't going ahead because the half did.
No, I
Because
think
obviously here being COVID.
yeah, the full marathon. I mean, it's they have a lot of people from overseas who come and join that. So
that makes more sense.
yeah.
Hopefully that ultra marathon in a few years can go
Yeah,
ahead.
the ultra marathon. That's very exciting. So that's going to happen. What did you say? 2022.
2022, yeah. So it's 100 miles or 100 kilometres.
Yeah. So you can follow them on Twitter. Actually, Falklands Ultra. I've got a Twitter feed, and they post things up about that. But we did the half marathon. Well, we didn't do it, did we?
Well, I mean, technically, if we can say we did it. We went the route.
Yeah,
we may have done it in a car, but we were at the start and the finish line.
Yeah, we were.
So I'm taking that as we did the marathon.
See, I always worry about the half marathon. I worry about a lot of things, but I worry about the half marathon in that you've got a lot of quite serious runners there, and you've got that change of terrain from the tarmac. So obviously the full marathon is all tarmac. It's AIM certified, and it's full tarmac. But the half marathon, the Cape Pembroke half marathon, goes from the tarmac onto that sort of loose gravel track,
Cape Pembroke.
and then it goes off-road, so you're on like the sandy bit as you go round the lighthouse and back again.
It is quite difficult because I do
Oh, you're a runner,
some
aren't
running.
you?
Yeah, I'm trying to get back into it. But it is very different running on a road to running on the different terrains. So, and obviously with off-road, like completely off-road, you've got all the sort of different levels, and it's quite easy to turn an ankle or something.
I was going to say, you're really opening yourself up to injury, aren't you?
Yeah,
this
definitely.
week, the Chief Medical Officer has put out a press release saying that she's really asking people to just think twice when they do any kind of sport.
Yeah, well, yeah, because there's problems with the Medivac at the moment, aren't there? Because obviously with the pandemic, so it makes sense to be careful because you don't want to have to go somewhere and put everyone else at risk.
But then I
for your
guess you could
injury.
easily just, go off the side of a curb and turn your ankle as well.
You
couldn't
could. I mean, I tend to do things like that quite a lot.
Talking about Cape Pembroke, I don't know whether you've been. Oh no, you haven't been up there because you've been on Saunders Island. But Cape Pembroke has had a lot of whales.
I've seen this on Facebook. Did you see the people kayaking?
No, I haven't seen that one.
Oh, so there were some people out.
Sorry, Hannah's just joined us.
Hello, Hannah's back. There were some people out kayaking at Cape Pembroke, and I'm guessing it was Cape Pembroke, and a humpback whale came up to them, and they all stopped their kayaks, and then the humpback whale capsized one of them, and some people got some pictures of it and posted it on Facebook.
Oh wow!
It was quite. They said obviously that everyone was fine afterwards, and it's one of those moments that's, oh my goodness, this is terrifying.
Death by humpback whale. That's not good.
Yeah, but then afterwards it's, oh my gosh, can you believe we did that?
Yeah. A few years ago, actually, there was a couple of kayakers out there, and they had a photograph with some southern right whales, I think, that came in very close to them. And I spoke to the guy because I was thinking, on first glance, you look at that photograph and you think, actually, they shouldn't have got so close to the whales. But when I spoke to the bloke, he went, no, we were trying to get away. They were just coming to us.
That's what they said about the kayakers. They didn't realise the whale went under them, so they tried to get away, and then the whale came up to them.
Yeah.
But it's curiosity, isn't it? I think they're curious.
Oh, yes,
like
you're a resident cetacean expert.
I've got absolutely no idea. But no, I think they're obviously curious by the what they see and the noise, maybe of you and your paddle going into the water, the vibration.
It is funny you should say that, because we went up to Cape Pembroke the other week, and apparently dolphins are attracted by your voice, so we were shouting things. Well, I was quoting Shakespeare at them because,
nice.
you know.
Educated dolphins.
Did you have a whale of a time?
Yeah, we don't even start, right? Because I had Steve with me, so we had the whole, they must be say whales. Whales! So we had that whole thing throughout the whole experience.
Dad jokes and all. Yeah.
So we're just going around the town hall now. Do you know it's the anniversary of the original town hall burning down today, apparently.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How did it burn down?
I don't know, but it was 1944, I think they said it was. Photographs are on Facebook, on the museum.
Come
on.
I'll
Sorry,
just jump
for the
out
benefit of the
and
tape.
go around again.
For the benefit of the tape, we've just driven around. There looked like there was a space, and we've come round, and it's actually a blimming quad bikes in
Taking
the
up
space.
a whole space. God damn it.
Anyway, how are you feeling about this coming week with the Falklands Games?
I'm excited actually. I think it will be good fun. It will take me back to my Island Games days, which should be nice. But yeah, no, I am excited for it. It'll be good fun and lots of different sports. Seeing people who don't normally compete in certain sports having a go, I think will be fun as well.
I think it's the concept of it. I think is really good.
It's
There's
quite-
one
it's
at the
clever,
very
isn't
end.
it?
If you want to, I reverse into that one usually. Yeah, it's a really nice concept. I think that they've done. So we're just
I'm
slipping
surprised.
in this end.
Mrs. Foams, I was expecting you to be having a go at doing stuff. Maybe didn't fancy it.
No, I just stick to filming it and interviewing people afterwards. That's me.
Well, Steve, it seems like something that'll be right up Steve Street.
Steve's
I'm
very
surprised
sporty.
Steve didn't have a
Steve is
go.
very sporty. Yeah, I don't know. Although he's got quite a few injuries. He did his Achilles a few years ago, just before the cricket tour.
Oh yeah, this was funny. I remember when I first knew that I got an interview for this job.
Yeah.
I remember googling FITV, googling stuff, and Steve came up.
Oh yeah.
International cricket player
He is
for where was it, Jamaica or Bermuda or something?
Undefeated in Jamaica, the Falkland Islands are.
So I remember at the interview, being like, "Oh, so Steve, I hear that you're a keen cricket player." To try and get an in, it was
Nice.
funny. But then explain that it's not as prestigious as it sounds, is it? Why were they undefeated?
Undefeated in Jamaica because it was rained off. So they didn't actually do anything. Yeah.
I like that.
So that was Falkland Islands. Yeah, undefeated. I would have run with that headline. Yeah. No, it was a good cricket tour. He did his Achilles in. He went and played cricket up at MPA.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think it was about 8 weeks before the tour. And he came back and he went, "Oh, my ankle's really sore, really sore. My Achilles is really sore." And I told him to ice it, which he wouldn't. And I told
Classic
him to
man.
told him to take some ibuprofen, which he didn't. And the following day he went, "No, this is really painful." So we went down to the hospital. He had a partial tear of.
That sounds painful.
Yeah, it wasn't very nice at all. Slapped him in plaster straight away because there were no moon boots. Because
Back
you're
in
supposed
the
to put a
day,
moon
yeah.
boot on, which is at an angle, but
Yeah.
they didn't have any left. But funnily enough, they are doing an amnesty at the moment, aren't they?
A walking stick amnesty.
Walking stick amnesty.
So anyone
at the
who's nicked a
hospital.
walking stick from the hospital must bring it back.
Yeah, so he was in plaster and in a wheelchair actually, which was fun.
Didn't you do a piece on wheelchair access? In the
No,
Falklands?
we had. We were going to, but we kept putting it off. But the idea was we'll do wheelchair access. So what we were doing is just sticking it on the board to say that we were going to do it, so that when somebody walked into the office and saw, a blank day, they didn't think, "Oh, FITV are doing nothing," thinking that we weren't doing anything other than, editing and stuff like that. But there we are. Anyway, we're now at the Capstan gift shop.
About to go to the town hall, to the Christchurch Cathedral.
So we just finished looking at the camera angles here in the cathedral. You can hear the acoustics are different, yeah. Because FITV are filming the service this evening for His Royal Highness the Duke of Edinburgh, Prince Philip, who died the other week. So if you see any footage from the Falkland Islands, it's probably one of us that's filmed it. But we've sorted it all out. And we're back here at 4 o'clock, aren't we?
Mm.
Yeah, and get
One of the only memorial services for him in the world, COVID-free here.
Absolutely,
Well,
yeah.
So it was quite a big deal, isn't it? But
I think the governor should be here. He's probably in his full uniform. CBF might be here in his full uniform. It's going to be, like you said, probably one of the few that's happening. Anyway, on that note, which is quite a downer, and it's a lovely sunny day, and the sun is streaming through the stained glass windows here in the cathedral in Stanley. But we're going to leave you now and get on with our day. Have a good weekend, you guys, and join us next week.
When we talk about the Falklands Games.
When we talk about the Falklands, that's for you, Stephen, if you're still listening to us.
Tune in next week to see if we survive.
Yeah, if you want to watch along with FITV, you need to go to fitv.co.fk and click on the instructions on our channel. Or if you're here in Stanley, you can get it through the KTV system and watch us there as well. Don't forget to like our Facebook page, follow us on Twitter, etc., etc. Do you want to do a plug for your own Twitter feed?
My Twitter is Katharyn_97, so you can go there. At the moment, while there is a poll running on Ollie's Twitter, because last night he called a tap a water feature. So please go and everybody tell him that he's wrong and it's called a tap.
Indeed. If you want to follow me, I'm Rita_Seagull, because I'm leaving FITV soon. I need some followers. So if you want to have anything to do with writing or knitting, then go on to my Twitter feed and join us next time. Bye.
Bye.